Hey, how's everyone doing? So if you know me and if you've been following along with this channel, as you might know, I am a NASCAR diecast collector. Well, at least I used to be. Back in the day when I was growing up, I loved collecting the 164 scales. I loved playing with them, but as I started to become a teenager, I loved still collecting them, but not playing with them anymore. Just, buying them just as collectibles and displaying them and whatnot. And I loved getting like every car I could, every available car. The new releases, I would always get all the new releases. I would never skimp out, even if it was a car I hated or anything like that. The reason why I bought 164 scales were because they were honestly cheaper, and as I was growing up, like as I said, I played with them, and so those were way easier to play with. But around 2014, I stopped collecting altogether. Honestly, I was just kind of losing interest in it. I was also embarrassed about my collection. I was embarrassed about collecting them. And, it can be expensive. As I said, I was, getting every car I could. So even with how cheap the 164 scale sizes are, it still became extremely expensive. So anyway, over the last 6 years, I haven't bought a diecast. Over the last few years, though, I have started to become interested in diecast again. And I followed the Instagram pages, and I see people posting pictures of their old diecast, and I like to follow the new releases and stuff. But still, I would never buy any, and I never really had too much interest in doing that. Even sometimes I would go to Walmart and check the diecast there still, and see what they have. But as I said, still never buying anything. Um, but this year, something changed. So there was a paint scheme release for a car that has run this year that I thought was so cool to the point that I'm like, I need to get that diecast. Like, I don't care what I have to do, I need to get it. So I pre-ordered it, and yeah, it's supposed to be coming in September or something like that. It's something that I'm really excited to get. I hope they don't cancel it, especially with the coronavirus, and I hope that there's like enough sales that they just still continue to make it in general. But so I decided to buy that, and next thing you know, I'm like, man, that's my first diecast I bought in 6 years. And one night I was checking the diecast at Walmart, the 164s, and as usual, just, I didn't plan on getting anything. So I was looking at all the diecast, and, there was some cool stuff there, but as I said, never gonna buy anything. But as I started to walk away, I realized there was a diecast that had fallen on the lower shelf. And as I looked at it, I noticed it was one of the new trucks. Now they've been producing 164 trucks lately over the past year, which I thought was really cool. I always really wanted that when I was younger. They had some trucks back in the 90s, which I even have some of them, but nothing as of late, nothing really of quality has come out in a long time. So I always wanted to just like get a truck. And I looked at it, thought it was really cool, but I'm like, I'm still not gonna buy it. So I walked away, and as I'm walking to the register, I'm like, you know what, fuck it. I'm just gonna go get that truck. So I come back and I pick up the truck, and I'm like, you know what, fuck it. I might as well get the other ones that I thought were cool too. So I ended up picking like 4 or 5 cars out, and these are my first diecast that I've actually gotten in 6 years. So here they are. This is the truck. This is Myatt Snyder Louisiana Hot Sauce. Really cool truck. As I said, the main thing is just the novelty of having a truck, diecast, and all that. I also picked up this one right here, William Byron. This is his throwback that he did last year to the Days of Thunder movie. And, really awesome paint scheme. It was awesome seeing him get the pole with this car. Love the colors. Up next, we got Daniel Suarez. This is also another throwback from the same race. This is a throwback to Tony Stewart's 2005 championship car. And this one's special to me because when I was growing up, when I first got into NASCAR, Tony Stewart was definitely my favorite driver because of my dad. And to see him win the championship in 2005 with this exact paint scheme was really awesome. So the final one I got was this Bubba Wallace U.S. Air Force Warthog that was run at Daytona in July. I saw this one in person. Such an awesome paint scheme. Looks exactly like a Warthog back in the day. And it's got the matte finish and everything. Just really, really, really cool. So I bought those 4, and I was like, man, that's so awesome. Like, I'm not embarrassed by my collection anymore. It's definitely something that I feel like sometimes if I'm telling someone, I'm gonna have to really, explain it, because most people probably look at a collection like that and like, what the hell? Like, why do you have these toy cars? So a few days later, Plan B Sales had a sale going on their website with marked down 164s and 124s because of the no race coronavirus pandemic we're in. And I looked through all the 164s and I decided I was just gonna pick up a couple. And these are the ones I got. This one's from 2017. This is Dale Jr.'s very final car that he ever ran. This is a race version car. This is a throwback to his Budweiser car. As you can see, I'm a huge fan of throwbacks. I feel like most of the best paint schemes in NASCAR were from the previous years. But such an awesome paint scheme, such an awesome throwback, and I love the race version, how they're doing a lot of race version 164s now. And this is the other one I got. Another throwback. This one is a throwback to Adam Petty. This is Bubba Wallace at the Southern 500 last year. Such an awesome combination of colors, and I just love the nostalgia with it. And just this car screams throwback, and it's a lot of people's favorite throwback from that race. So then I would say maybe a week or two later, I went back to Walmart and I was looking at the new wave of cars. They had a few cars from the newer wave. And I'm not a big fan of most of the cars from the newer wave, but there was one car that I thought was cool that they had available, and that is William Byron's red, white, and blue Exalta Flames that he ran at the Daytona International Speedway for the Coke Zero Sugar 400 last year. I saw this one in person. Such an awesome paint scheme, just awesome combination of colors, and just awesome with the flames and everything. So anyway, I'm back to collecting. I'm very happy about it. I never knew if I was going to collect again, or if I did, when it would be, anything like that. But here I am, back collecting again. I can't wait to get that one car, hopefully near the end of the year. Can't wait to show you guys it. And yeah, that's pretty much all I got for you guys today. Please comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.